Several Ukrainian Su-24M launched Storm Shadow cruise missiles at the port of Feodosia in the east of the Crimean Peninsula. The large landing ship Novocherkassk sustained significant damage. Casualties were reported. Russian air defense fired anti-aircraft missiles at AFU bombers near Chumaki. However, the effectiveness of the strike remains questionable, as two Su-24M later took off from Konatovo airfield. Russian troops also carried out a series of strikes on enemy facilities on the territory of Ukraine. The port infrastructure in Odessa came under fire, where an ammunition depot was hit. The enemy continues to shell border regions, including areas of Belgorod region. Residential houses were damaged in Marino village, and 2 people were wounded by shrapnel. Meanwhile, on the fronts, the Russian offensive continues along the entire line of contact. In the Lyman direction, assault units managed to make significant advances in the forest belt towards Terny. Northwest of Bakhmut, Russian troops were able to gain a foothold in the center of Bogdanivka. And to the south, Russian troops extended the zone of control towards Ivanivske after the Chornobylets residential area was completely cleared. The AFU conducted a series of attacks in the direction of Kromove. The enemy units were promptly detected and dispersed by concentrated artillery fire. In the Donetsk direction, the Russian army continues the operation to encircle the Avdiivka fortification. On the northern flank, the Russian armed forces occupied several AFU strongholds on the outskirts of Novokalinove. To the southwest of Donetsk, Russian forces have fully completed the clearing of Marinka. At the same time, Russian troops are striking at neighboring Georgiivka, where the enemy has concentrated its remaining forces. To the south, Russian servicemen continue to engage in fierce fighting at the Pobjeda-Novomikhailivka line. The AFU command is moving reserve units to the area in an attempt to contain the onslaught of the Russian armed forces. In the Orikhiv sector, both sides are engaged in occasional fighting near Robotine and Novopokrovka. Nevertheless, due to the rainy weather, the intensity of clashes has somewhat declined.